Ecocycle is a strategic planning tool from Liberating Structures, and it's based around something called the Ecocycle. Ecocycle is a figure eight that's on its side, so an infinity symbol. In the lower left-hand corner, we start with birth. And if we traverse the infinity symbol forward and up to the right, we move into maturity. Following it around further, we get down into the lower right-hand side, which would be creative destruction. And then moving further along the cycle, we get to the upper left, which is renewal. Now, this basically depicts the journey any project, anything in the ecosystem goes through. It is born, it matures, it goes through some sort of creative destruction. This could be death, this could be the forest fire. Then it moves into renewal, and this is where the carbon is starting to find its way back into the ground and starting to fertilize for other organisms that might be birthed. If we think about our projects following the same cycle of the ecology, there's some projects that are brand new. We've just birthed them. We've just created our first prototype, or we've just launched our first event of many. Maturity are these forms that have lived around forever and no one's ever changed them. And, have you filled out your TPS report, And then creative destruction are these things that we're starting to dismantle and rethink how they might be seen in other ways. Renewal is where we're really spending a lot of time examining what these things could become or how we move forward in new ways. There's two traps on either side. On the right-hand side, between maturity and creative destruction, you've got the rigidity trap. This means we're so stuck in our ways that we're okay with those maturity solutions that really need to be blown up and rethought out, but because we're so rigid and unwilling to change, we're stuck in that rigidity trap. On the left-hand side, there's the scarcity trap, or sometimes referred to as the poverty trap, because we're not investing in these things that need to be moved from renewal into birth. They're kind of sitting there just ready to launch, but we're not spending time and energy on it. And so if we have things in the rigidity trap and we have things in the poverty trap or the scarcity trap, it's going to be really eye-opening to say, maybe we should blow these things up so we have time and energy to go work on these other things. And so simply mapping stuff out on this continuum, very powerful. Identifying what's in the traps, really great. You can have folks lay stuff out on the map, discuss the map together. You can even break people up into different groups. Okay, group 1 is going to focus on what are we creating or birthing right now. Group 2, 3, 4, so on. We're going to be focused on the different sections of the ecocycle. And then once we see what's there, we can embellish, add onto it, and then talk about our traps. Really great planning tool to help people move past what's on the surface of their thinking and their meetings when they're typically talking about their portfolio of projects.
Also, a variation you can do of this is that example was portfolio focused, how it was initially designed. There are also some ways that you can focus in and use this as a reflective tool for an individual project. So where do you see this individual project in the cycle? Why are we there? What might we do to maximize what is best about this part in the cycle, and also what could undermine our success based on how we're assessing this?